Okay viewers, well I actually got given another set of projection TV guns. It's a Samsung, came out of a smaller LG, I think it was a 2003 model LG. This one here, underneath this 4K chassis, came out of a 2006 LG, widescreen 100Hz, full HD, well not full HD, but full HD ready. And I got given this a new recently. Yeah, it's out of another LG, which, yeah, I was going to use it all for parts. I kept these side bits as anodes for my electrolysis. So where I keep these, I strip all the parts off. In here, there's mineral oil. Being in there still near the oil, in there is still half good, so I'm going to drain the oil out into a clean plastic bottle and keep it, because that oil in there is useful. Used for cooling computers and stuff like that. I think it's basically a mixture of, I think it's diethylene glycol and ethylene glycol and glycerine. It's got like an orangey, citrusy smell to it. So yeah, it's useful stuff for cooling electronics. Got 3 tubes worth of it there, 3 tubes worth of it there, that one there, and this one here. It's probably about 4 or 5 litres all up. Here's one of them I pulled apart. Yeah. Not much screen area there. There's a gun. Pretty long little gun. It's obviously the blue one. That's the anode all glued on, which I tore it off. It's obviously a Samsung made in Korea. Yeah, pretty heavy duty stuff. The phosphors on these tend to burn very, very, very easily. That's why you never use PlayStations or anything on projection TVs. Because those phosphors aren't meant for still, constant still letters and electron beams. They tend to burn very easily. Open this door again. Hang on, let's put this down. So yeah, I've got all sorts of electronic bits and pieces in here to play with. I think that's still good. That's one of my experiments. Oh, there you go, see? Didn't break. Yeah, I was gonna try and wire this up to my micro oven transformer, see what would happen with the water in there, but now that I've rewound it, I won't be able to do that now, so I'm not going to go raw in this microwave. This one's still perfectly fine. This is a good, like a nearly commercial quality for its size. So I'm going to keep that microwave as it is. I'm going to probably get myself another one of them. Hopefully a bigger microwave oven transformer. I want bigger. Bigger one's always more fun. So I kept that in there until one day I get a transformer and fry it at the microwave, see what happens with the water. Yeah, that's another experiment awaiting. So yeah, this still works good. So yeah, apparently when I rewound this, it's a 1 to 10 ratio. So yeah, 240 volt obviously, and one turn in here for the secondary is 1.2 volts per turn. So yeah, I don't know how much I got in there. I got heaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about, I don't know, I think I got about 16, 17 turns in there. So if not more. Probably got about 20 when you add them all up, the turns, and yeah, it's not hard to work out. Based on that logic, you can work out with maths how much volts you want out of your transformer, and then you can work out how much windings you got to put in there to get the volts. So I could put, if I could put 240 volt, 240 windings in there, or about that, have the same gauge material as that, or something similar, I should be able to get a 240 volt isolation transformer. But it's probably not as easy as it seems. Be more to it than that. As for this, just something else I'm going to be having some fun with. Putting things on there and letting them centrifugal force to take its fate. It's another thing I'm trying to find a good fan blade for it. This will make a hell of a fan motor. It's a dishwasher pump motor from a Vulcan Dishlex. Very useful little thing that I'm still using for an air compressor. Actually, I'll hook this up to a lemonade bottle. But I'll need a long, high pressure hose because it's going to be a bloody loud bang. So I'll do that some other time. I'll put you in another video. Won't be doing that now. So yeah. Need a good put a good fitting on here, solder it on. Set one on here. Block it here. Have a hose that screws under there. Now with this, I've recently got a comment on my video that I've got to get this copper pipe virtually red hot, as well as that, to get the solder to flow in. I should have realised that when I was making a video, but oh well. Learn something every day. So I need a, another road. That torch isn't hot enough for this type size pipe, so I need oxyacetylene to get this thing red hot. So once I do that, that'll be a damn good solder. Until then, that's a project awaiting. That's an awaiting project. Oh yeah, got some more stuff down here, some books, DC motors and DC other stuff, 12 volt components. That's got to go in a bin. That's just wine that's gone off. Coil cleaner bottle, Epsom salts, and my electrolyte for car batteries at Epsom salts. That's just a bit left over. I'm going to be using that soon. I got some electrolysis mix here. I put washing powder in here, like yeah, the usual 2 or 4 teaspoons. Sometimes I put more. I just put them in there and let the bottle sit there. That way they're there ready when I use them. Because yeah, it's very well dissolved. This is a bit dirty, so I'll be using this for something very rusty. So yeah, they're there when I need them anyway. So they've been there for ages. So the water, the washer pad is very well dissolved. That's some fluorescent light. Some dickheads hooked it up the wrong way and fucked it. It's all vented out the sides. It's a 1970. It's a homemade thing too. So yeah, I gotta find a replacement for that to fit the light. Here's another one. This bottle here is actually for this container. Those ones there for that big green container I used in my first one of the earlier videos. This bottle here is good for this one, a mixture I used for this size container. A small gauge wire I use for very small work pieces. This heavier gauge stuff is my yeah, for my anodes. That's my anodes, just 2 battery charger, old like battery charger that died, just kept all these bits. Yeah, simple, easy, done. Red, positive, anode, pretty easy to go by. And yeah, as I said earlier, they fit in there, one on the other side, and that works pretty effectively. Just, yeah, they're off here. So yeah, that's where they come from, those reprojection TV CO2 brackets. These are off the first one of the first reprojection TVs I scrapped, which I got those tubes out of. So yeah, it's a pretty thick metal, it's about 2mm thick. Does an alright job for something I'm not going to use, but only for electrolysis, so they're very good anodes actually. These make the best anodes, for this container anyway. So that filled up, gets to about here. So yeah, like doing spanners and tools and stuff, this little container is perfect. It's good for a car battery charger, has a power supply to run it, or a computer power supply would be good for something this size. Something as big as this box, or a container as big as this microwave, I'll use this. This will work good. I've got some circuit breakers too. I could use a hook through this in case something happens and this will shut off. So until I find something to clean, I'll be using this and doing a video on it.